Hey everybody. So yeah, I just hit the wrong button and canceled the stream. And so I'm trying to get it to come back up again. Um Having some internet problems. But I think we're good to go. Get everybody back in here. I've never ran. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So hopefully people will realize it and jump back in. But
Yeah. Give a few before we continue on. We can show off some more vintage. Check this out. I went to
you just want to show off your vintage stuff. Oh my
I went
god.
to Full Moon Toys and Collectibles, and I'm pretty good friends with them now. So I went in the back room and checked on some of the stuff that they don't have on the shelves, and they had an empty 1978 Kiss box. Just the box.
Are those guitars cut out so that they can pose with them?
Exactly. How cool is that? So to have this box is extremely rare.
Yeah, my internet went down at my house, so right now I'm just going for my phone. So
she's you're like Salacious. You saw the bill and you just ignored it.
Is joining us live from his beer garden. Apparently, it's Canada Day or something like that.
Apparently,
I thought he was in Cincinnati
because Canada's so old.
Or not? Houdat isn't. Houdat is Cincinnati. Houdat is what? New Orleans.
Yes. Sorry about the interruption, everybody. I actually hit the wrong button trying to get out of my phone and get back to my computer. Okay, so anyways, we were talking about Firefly, and I think this guy's pretty cool because it comes with like a boatload of stuff, right?
Yeah.
I wish this is the one that they had released previously.
Should come with a boat.
No, you could just get that at Ollie's for $15.
Yeah, it's a speedboat. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't know. Anybody picking this guy up?
Nah.
Eric, are you even a G.I. Joe collector? Besides the Viper?
I have some. I've got like Cobra Commander, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, the Green Ninja guy, Baroness. I got like I got mainly Cobra and then Snake Eyes and the Crimson stuff. So it just looks cool.
Not speaking. He's on mute. I wonder if he did that purposely.
There he goes.
No, I'm here.
All right. Are you collecting all the G.I. Joes, Salacious, or no?
Not all of them. No, I don't know all of them. I'm only getting the ones that I kind of know or have some affinity to. I kind of want
more Action Force if they come out with a version that's like Action Force.
If they did that'd be awesome. So, but they don't seem to be wanting to do that. So, but I've probably got about a dozen. I like the Cobra more.
Okay.
I got the His Tank coming, so I thought the His Tank versus the
Dragonfly
is going to be cool. I like the Dragonfly because it's basically like it's the Cobra helicopter, really, isn't it? I think it's almost pretty, and that's a really cool piece of machinery. So, be a nice little diorama having the His Tank, having the Dragonfly coming firing down at the His Tank or something,
All right. What about so you guys were talking about Nunchuck when I was trying to log back in and
I
stuff
got
like
one
that.
of these.
So you did get one.
Yeah. I don't know who the character is, and it just looked enough like a ninja to go with like Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow.
My problem with Nunchuck is where is Quick Kick?
Nunchucks.
They're on his belt.
Yeah.
I would rather, instead of them coming out with Nunchuck, have come out with Quick Kick. That's just my personal opinion.
Who's that?
He's your standard G.I. Joe, the one that was you always see the martial arts one. He always had the black pants in the snow with bare feet, no shirt. He had the sash. He's basically like the Marvel version of Shang-Chi, but just different colors on him. I'm thinking to myself, like, he's a guy, to me, like an original Joe. So I'm like, why are we getting Nunchuck?
Is he good? Is Nunchuck Joe or
he's a Joe.
okay?
Why doesn't he come with nunchucks?
He
It
does.
I don't see them in the picture.
Yeah, they're right.
They're on the
right
right.
here down on the
I see him now. I see him.
bottom right. This other picture, or there was one picture where he actually has it under his arm. But I'm thinking to myself, like,
They should have
That-
painted the chain silver though.
you think so?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, aren't some of these like they use that like tough rope between the chucks now instead
Oh.
of chain
That's what
Fair
I would
enough.
rather see, like a movable.
for silence or something like that?
That's like something
But
you would
the
get from
headgear-
Michelangelo.
Yeah, the headgear to me will look really cool painted and on a desert figure.
Mhm.
To
Yeah.
me, yeah. But yeah, no, I passed on this guy. Not interested, but
If you find him
It's
in store, do you think you'll get him?
if I see him on clearance.
Yeah.
All right, and then of course they had the Indiana Jones reveals this week. What do you guys think of this new Indy?
I got him.
I like him. I like the articulated hat.
Is this the one with the articulated hat and not?
Yeah, I mean, what is so? You know how they can articulate a hat? They can make it come off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it's cool that you can do it. If they're not going to do it, at least it's movable, so you can have them like, tilted down. So I'm not gonna beat him on it, but
I'm just gonna call this Hasbro for what it is. It's a cash grab. This is the 11th Indy in the 6-inch series. None of them have removable hats. You can get a hat though if you buy short round.
yeah, but you're gonna want short round, right?
But the thing is,
but
if you get that
that's
short,
why I'm
hold on.
calling it a cash grab. You have to spend an
Yeah.
extra $75 to get a removable
but-
hat.
No, hold on. But the thing is, with that hat that comes with short round, will it fit on any of the Indy figures? Because I don't
Sure.
think it will.
Of course it'll fit. Like
No, I
they're
don't
not
think it
gonna
will.
make They're not going to make
I don't-
it so it doesn't fit. People
I
just
think they made
return
it so it fits short round.
It should
He never
fit
wore
any,
it, though.
Any head that doesn't have a big afro on it.
No.
No, Indy's head is too big for that fedora to fit on it because
Wouldn't it be
of
funny?
the hair.
Wouldn't it be
It'll
funny
fit.
if the
It's
hat
exact
didn't
same
have?
mold that they use for every other hat. I bet.
No, because if you look at the way that Indiana Jones's hat is on his head, it's like what they did with the Lady Jane figure, where like it's like instead of the hair, that it's the hat. So if you take that hat off the Indy figure, it's basically like cut into the baldness of the head with like
Well,
a
that's
little
just-
groove in
That's
it.
just really poor designing by the Hasbro team then, because SH Figure Arts can have a removable hat, Mezco can have a removable hat. Who's the other company that makes them now? Hot Toys can make a removable hat. So why is Hasbro the only toy manufacturing company that is doing this? It's a cash grab. It's meant to make you buy multiple of the same toy so you can get a hat. Hello.
Sure. So here is that
That was
Indy, the
awesome.
one that Eric's right doesn't come with a hat.
Yeah.
Here's a hat
It's
that I
too
got
big.
off
See, that's
online,
the
and it
problem.
is.
I
It's-
think.
it's too big.
Yeah, and I think that's the reason why they don't do a removable hat, because it'll end up looking like that.
The only way it looks halfway decent is from like the
Mm.
3/4.
No, it's
Or
not
maybe
on.
it's-
It doesn't
Side.
look. He looks like he belongs in like a rodeo with that.
Yeah.
It looks good. It's
Yeah.
a big hat. His head is. I'll tell you, Harrison Ford's head right now is smaller than it was in 1984.
It looked like one of them
But
foam
at the same
hats that
time,
you get at the
Yes,
carnival.
it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
I think your head
One of those
shrinks when
big
you get
giant
older.
hats. Big hat like that.
We,
made out of
we,
foam.
we need a Muller arm.
What about
You know,
what
now
about
I know
old
who this guy
shipwreck?
is.
Yeah,
Older shipwreck. I mean, Ronaldo.
It's Antonio Banderas.
yeah.
I didn't know that until I watched it yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering about the shirt because the shirt's like all puffy, so it probably comes off, and then there's probably something like undone body
The
stuff
shirt.
underneath.
The shirtless
Right.
anybody.
I would have rather them done an older Sala instead of this.
Yeah, I agree. It's not a
Right.
big character in the movie, but it was cool to see Antonio Banderas. Like I didn't even recognize him.
But on your take, Vern, how come they can make his hat removable and they can't do Indy's?
Yeah, it's
Profit margins.
he has an afro.
No, because the design of his hat is designed to be puffy. He's wearing what's designed to be a puffy hat. Indy is not wearing what's designed to be a puffy hat that goes off to the sides. It's a narrow fit hat.
Yeah,
This
but
is a wide fit. What?
his head and hair is like puffy, like a
Right,
perm.
but because the hat is designed, the type of hat makes it different. If he was wearing Indy's hat, he wouldn't be able to have like a removable hat. It's like the on this, right? It's the beret, and it can go on almost anything because it can be built a little bit wider because it's designed to be wider this way without looking funny.
Yeah.
If they were gonna do it, it would have been like a separate top of the headpiece to snap on.
Right.
But it's profit margins at this point. They just made the
does
decision not to.
Does this guy's hat come off?
Don't know.
I don't think it does because it's once again the same type of deal that we have with like Indy's hat. Now this is just a suited dude. I mean, without saying the Dial of Destiny or whatever, it's really there's no reason to get this figure.
Mads Mikkelsen.
For the build the Grail.
Yes.
I
the
think
satchel
the build the
maybe,
Grail
but-
is like I want to get them all just for the build of artifacts. I don't even care about most of these characters, but I want the Temple of Doom
Okay.
artifact. I would like to have the Ark. I would like to have the Grail setup. I think that would be so cool, but I'm not gonna get all these figures, so I'm not even.
I'm all in on the line. I don't think that there's a figure that comes with the actual
Did
dial.
Rick leave just without saying goodbye? Was he mad about something?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I just can't get. I can't find them in store. If I could easily find them in stores, I would probably do it. I don't like to order on Amazon. I don't like to do that. I want to buy something. I want to get it in hand and have the excitement of finding it.
He's supposed to be Werner Van Braun, isn't he?
In the analog for
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, from Operation or Project Paperclip. Yeah.
Great villain.
Canada, they're only allowed it's Canada, they're only allowed so much internet a day.
I thought that was you again. I didn't know it was me.
You got kicked off again.
So Rick is actually pedaling a bike to get internet right now.
Yes, he's
No, but we
he
got
has to keep moving. He has to keep moving for his phone to be charged.
my
What about
city.
this? I mean,
My
does
city yesterday, Coquitlam is my city. They unveiled a whole bunch of these electronic scooters that you can rent. Are all over the place. I've seen 30 of them now.
hey,
it's like,
you know what? That
it's
would
like 35
But for
cents
the
a
end of
minute.
the show, will you rent one and ride it around for like a minute?
No, I actually looked into it yesterday. I don't have money on my credit card. I got a reloadable credit card.
Yeah, it's probably
And
expensive.
it takes me 2 days to load it. So I'll probably ride around on one Monday or Tuesday
All right.
and break my leg.
Yes, that's what we wanted to get on camera.
See, I would like
No,
to get this
it's
figure.
weird. That they're all over the place now.
Okay,
I'd
so
like to get
so
this
this
figure and the
you want this
guy.
figure? So let me ask you a question. If you get this figure, is this the pose you're gonna do?
What is that? I don't understand.
want
what
This
it
is a
is.
promo shot.
As
I
long
want
as,
the Club
is that?
Obi-Wan version.
This
where
is
she's
one of the
singing.
promo shots.
as long
If
as
you read-
Indy mounts her from behind.
Oh
What-
my gosh! This,
Yeah.
What's wrong with this promo shot, Vern?
You sure it
it's-
wouldn't be
it cracks me
senior?
up because
The only
it's-
time she
feels
was
like a
laying on the
complete-
ground was in
Yeah, I-
Club Obi-Wan looking for the diamond.
That wasn't
and in
her.
a different dress.
No, this is a different scene in the
This
movie
is-
where she's trying to get the cup at the end.
Yeah.
I
But
don't know.
I'm thinking to myself, really? I mean, this is what you spent all your time doing?
I'd probably put Marion mounting her from behind.
What about this history of the
this is-
world figure?
He looks pretty
This
good.
this is a really good looking
Yeah,
figure.
He could
It'll
be
go
used for
good with
so many
a
different
bunch of
lines.
mythic legions.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah,
I'm
I think this one right here. What? Go ahead, Rick.
I was just going to say
Go.
I'm kind of disappointed they didn't do Willie Scott or Mullah Ram.
Oh, definitely.
I mean,
They
They're
did
gonna
Temple
do
of Doom
him?
dirty.
But
They're not-
I think they're gonna do them, but
No,
they're just
they're-
like holding off because they know they don't have much to do.
No, they've already spoken about Mulan, haven't they? There's been controversy
Yeah,
on Mulan.
pipeline reveal.
No,
Pipeline.
they
right?
haven't mentioned his name, but there was a
Is
leaked
it,
photo.
like-
I saw
Is it for like
yesterday.
cultural insensitivity?
Yeah, they're
type
not
stuff?
doing them because they don't want to upset. Yeah,
You,
there's been a
you
lot
know
of-
what's weird about, like, I understand
I
that,
don't
but
get
it's weird because they re-release the retro version.
No.
No, not
No,
yet.
oh, they
never
didn't
made a
do it?
retro.
Oh, I thought they did make a like a retro version.
No,
Never
but they
mind.
should.
Fair enough.
No,
But they
thought
should
that
do but they should at least do Willie Scott. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
That-
I agree with that.
I think
And
they're
they could
done.
do
I don't
they
think
could
there'll
do a
be.
couple of different versions of that one too.
I don't
Yeah.
think there'll be any more Indiana Jones toys until there's another movie now. Sadly, I think that's the way it is now.
No, I think
I
think that's
liked
not-
and I was disappointed.
Dino
in-
turned his camera off so we wouldn't see him getting up, walking around the room because he's trying to keep us from knowing where he's keeping his stuff.
No, I went to the medical cannabis store.
Okay, so what about this Henry Jones? You were
Yeah.
saying earlier, Eric, that he should have had a workable umbrella, and I agree with you.
that would have taken this to the next level, but it looks really good.
Yeah.
Somebody's probably already designed a 3D print one.
Well, you could just get one of those cocktail umbrellas.
There you go.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
He looks good though. His hat's removable as well.
I'm just thinking if I get this one, did he have a beard and never say never again?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I was just thinking like he could be.
I don't think any Bond has ever
Bond.
had any stubble. Bond is clean shaven.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan had a beard when he was captured by the Koreans.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
Jonathan, the face sculpts on these indie figures are awful.
I think the
I like the little diary, which that's a great accessory.
The new Indy looks good.
Okay, what about the
think
build the
that indie looked
table
really good.
and goblets?
Yeah.
You
Looks
must
good.
choose. You can recreate the "You Must Choose" sequence.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty cool.
I would buy this if it was for the retro collection.
Yeah. 100%.
G-Forces joined us. Hello, JT.
did.
Because I don't think I'm gonna buy-
Hello.
I think I
JT.
might buy one 6-inch Indiana Jones, and that's it. Like the whole line doesn't appeal to me, but as retro figures, they're very appealing to me because those are what they made when I was a kid. So
Yeah.
I like those.
All right.
To me, the biggest disappointment. I'm all in on this entire line, but
The
to me,
entire line.
the biggest disappointment is probably the lack of lack of a whip that articulates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this line is very lacking in the articulation, right? With that like pinless single joint in the knees and the arms. They're
It's
really
just-
good for
It's just for me that the indie and the removable hat thing doesn't bother me as much. It's just like I wish it had a whip that I could bend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a two-part with that, right? Because that Gridiron Studios comes with that like loadout where you can get the torch and new belt and stuff like that. The holster's a little bit big, I gotta admit, right, for the gun, but it's more functionality. And it does come with like a whip that is posable, but because it's wire. But the problem is you don't capture the whip very well if you're trying to take pictures because it is basically the size of a wire. So I wish that they had wired that plastic whip because then it would have been way better, right? So I got to figure out a way to like coat like a piece of wire in plastic so that you can get that bendability. And it could be as simple as going down to Home Depot and buying some brown wire with like insulation on it.
Yeah, check
Yeah.
the flower stores too. Flower stores have floral foam.
Oh, that's a
and
good idea,
wires
Rick.
For dirt cheap.
That's a good idea. I did that with the Spider-Man webs.
Because it's the wire, it's wrapped in like a green paper, so it makes it much
Yeah.
thicker, and also has like a texture, kind of like how you would wind leather. So yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
just
true,
Quick,
yeah.
quick spray paint of brown.
You
You
could
might have a
probably
good
get
whip.
two really thin pieces and actually wind them, and it would look
For
like
sure, for sure.
the
Twist
wound
ties.
whip. Okay, and then we had the Hot Toys revealed the Supergirl from the Flash, and the big complaint that everybody had was the face they didn't think looked like the character.
Yeah.
I actually had a lot of people mention it on my short that I did, and there was one person who said he was from Colombia and said, no, the face is off, the forehead was off, the chin's off, and stuff
Well,
like that, and said this looks more like a boy.
I just think she's not really like pretty and attractive, so that's, I don't know, it could look like her or not. She's just not an uber babe to me.
Yeah. Rhino.
So how do you really feel, Rick?
I think she looks like a boy, man. That's how I really feel.
I think she was,
Yeah.
she was
Like an
cute.
18-year-old boy.
So I don't agree with Rick's assumption, but okay, his
I don't
assessment.
know.
How can you not agree that she looks like a boy? She does look like a boy.
And this Hot Boys, maybe.
I would like to state my position that I,
Yes.
Status Run, am in favour of inclusivism and support all thespians.
Good for you, Salacious. Yeah, hopefully that because these are just images that they put out, that they're still going to be, that they'll take some of the fandom into consideration, and maybe they'll make some modifications to this and fix it up before the actual final product goes out.
Did you like the movie?
Yeah, I thought the movie was fine.
Do you think this looks any better than the McFarlane figure that you got?
Oh, 100 times better than the McFarlane.
Yeah, a little bit, because you can't see like the elbows and the joints.
The McFarlane's just an awful figure.
Yeah.
But I think that about almost all of their figures.
When do you think this movie is going to hit HBO Max?
Friday.
Within the next 60 days.
You think?
In the next 11 days.
I don't think they're aiming. I don't think
I watched it on the internet 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but I know the internet you watched it on, and most people.
No, but here's what I'm saying.
Watching it
Indiana Jones is now on the internet. So when these movies are on the internet 3 days after they hit theaters, nobody will go to the theaters. Like, not nobody, but a lot of sales are now lost until.
Yeah, but I won't be. But I won't. But I don't. I won't be watching the movie that way.
Yeah, neither will
I. Because one, I don't. In the middle of the movie, if somebody gets up to go get popcorn, I actually want to be able to tell them, "Hey, sit down. I don't want to see it in my house."
Well, my thing is movies like that don't give you the full experience. So watching a movie is one thing, seeing the visuals is one thing, but the audio and the experience is more than half the movie. So you can watch a movie that's fantastic, but if you watch it on a 19-inch screen, you're not going to get that same kind of wow factor.
Well, hey, my TV is 50 inches, Dino.
But I'm talking like a movie like that, like streaming a movie.
I watch it at home on my TV because I don't have $30 to spend.
Yeah, but so
but if it's not a perfect capture of the film, you're also losing the effects that went along with it.
But do you
kind of not really, because like I'm gonna say, I watched the movie last night, and although I didn't pay big money and go see it in a super big screen or IMAX, I thoroughly loved the movie. I thought it was
there were like
brilliant.
Subtleties.
Even though there might have been like a casino commercial throughout the whole movie.
Yeah. Well, here's what
yeah.
Hold on.
I've done that.
So Rick,
too,
this is what I want to know. So when they get the Supergirl character out of like the silo, right?
Yeah.
She's all bony and stuff like that. Yeah. How well did that translate when she was in the sun and all of a sudden everything perked up? Did you capture that? You know what I mean? Like all the flesh like turned color and the boniness went away, and when she was getting her powers. Was that subtlety caught? Because that was very subtle even on the big screen.
Yeah, she looked anorexic for the first scene.
No,
right?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when they had her sitting in the sun and the sunlight shined on the body, and then the skin tone changed and it was like, you know what I mean? Did that subtleness get captured or not?
The quality of the video that you saw.
Yeah.
Not really, because
that's what I'm saying.
I stopped watching.
You missed the most cinematic part of the movie
because I didn't like it. And everything for the Flash movie that was spoiled for me like 3 months ago, it was all true. So I didn't really need to see it. Like I knew who cameoed and who died and didn't die or lived, and so I didn't love the Flash movie. I thought it was, for the 40 minutes of it I watched, I thought it was okay.
Okay, so you watched 40. So it was condensed.
I thought it was fantastic. I know.
I'm waiting.
I thought it was fantastic.
I thought it was decent.
I'm waiting until it's on
But
streaming.
although I did go with my kids, and you know what I mean, and it was a Father's Day special thing, so maybe everything mixed in, it was just felt good.
Sure. So you had a different
Yeah.
thing. Everybody's getting this one, I'm guessing. This was on everybody's order list.
Ooh,
No.
yeah.
No, because this
Not
is
at all.
$38 American. Like,
Oh,
I'm
come
not
on,
paying
you're gonna get it.
50,
I don't collect Black
not for
Series.
50 Canadian. No way.
I'll get it if it's 3 3/4 on the retro line, on the vintage.
These are
collection.
$38 at Target in the States, are they not?
I don't know.
No, these
20,
are
27.
25 to
No,
27.
they're,
Yeah.
they're 30 something dollars. I promise you.
In the US,
It's not
At
available
Target,
to pre-order
Target
yet.
exclusive.
it's
They're both
$27.99.
$35 US.
No, $27.
Well, that's not what
This
saw
one I might
yesterday.
hide underneath the shelves for it to go on clearance.
I think the retail for Black Series is $27 now.
Exclusives are more.
25.
Is this an exclusive?
Yes.
Yeah.
This and Commander Apo are Target exclusives.
Target exclusives. Okay, so $29.
It might be 27 or 28.
But it's not a deluxe. The difference is the Target exclusive. Hold on. The Target exclusives are the same price as the regular Black Series, unless it's a deluxe.
Not necessarily. Remember
That's not
when
true at all.
they came out with
Obi-Wan
the
costs
Jawa?
more. The Jawa costs more
Yeah.
because they
That was
were
a deluxe.
Tico was not a deluxe.
Yeah, he came with that little part for the station.
Their vintage collection exclusives are almost like double the price.
Oh my
It's like
gosh.
$25,
27, depending on your
$22 for a
target.
vintage collection.
Passing on the Vader, the cloak is way too big. Going with the figure arts version. Captain Spaulding has joined us.
Hey, Cap.
All right.
I like the bust Gentle Giant revealed and the hot toys with that Vader. They look badass.
So was this part of the upgraded articulation? Is that he can stand straight up and put his hands behind his back?
And his head is painted.
Is that why they did this pose? Because they were showing that, not like the old figure, this guy can actually put his hands behind his back.
He looks like you could take his helmet off and fill up your bathtub with bubbles. Doesn't he? Remember those bubble little guys?
Yeah.
And these are currently $5 at Ollie's to build your armies.
No, but that's the older articulation. This is the new one where he can put his
When
hands
you
behind his
stand
back.
them in a row, they don't need to be articulated.
No, the problem with the older version is that when you stand him in a row, you see that the legs are all jacked up.
But
You
this
cannot
one in the
stand
front.
him straight up and down. I would take him off, but it's too hard to get to on my shelf.
Somebody wake up Salacious. Hey, Bob, you still awake?
We're listening.
Just say Blobby.
He's there.
Listening.
I
He's
think
tired.
there's some subtle
He's
differences
been
on the
streaming
armor
everywhere today.
Yeah, he has.
for Apo.
All right. Oh, I think that's the last reveal that I had.
That's
Anyways.
it?
I got
What
a
about those NECA dinosaurs? Those are pretty rad.
I don't collect dinosaurs.
But
I'm
Dino
NECA
does.
dinosaurs?
This is the dinosaur special, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, well,
the
we
NECA?
talked about those. We already went through the walls. The little
I'm in
doorway.
I'm in on a new line. I
Okay,
got a
what is
whole
it?
bunch. I got
Oh,
a whole
yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of these in
Okay.
Target. I got like the most of the sets.
So
and
this is your
Oh, yeah,
way
really?
of making
Yeah.
your kid a collector.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I got two of these. I got one for my daughter. And this one's for me.
So he
I
can walk
just-
in the house and his wife won't say, "No, they're for the kid."
Well, yeah,
She
they're
gonna
not
have
for
shelves
her
in the
right
room?
now. She's not even 3 months old. I'm just setting a whole bunch of stuff aside so I can play with her.
Eric, I
You're
was
not putting
buying
like really high
toys for
shelves
my
in the
kid
room and putting stuff
before
up there.
when my wife was pregnant.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I have some GI Joe classifieds put away for my my grandson.
Do you or you taking on?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I do actually like the first wave, and then I've been picking and choosing some of the better ones coming along.
Yeah.
I got a couple of boxes that I got in the garage up
Yeah.
on my shelves, and I'll put one in there every once in a while just to make sure that, like, when he's older, he's gonna have like a bunch of classifieds.
Yeah.
So
Isn't
my
your
nephew,
grandson like 18 now, Vern?
What?
How old's your grandson now?
3.5.
Okay.
so I put this aside for my nephew, so when he gets a little bit older, so he can play with this.
I think your nephew already has something to play with,
He's teasing me with his worm. He's teasing me. He's teasing me.
Yeah, they're all
with his worm
teasing
again.
you.
Which side am I going? Is this the right side for Salacious?
There you go.
Is that right?
Jesus.
Take it all, Robert.
I'll get into trouble, or you'll get him into trouble.
Sorry. You
The
can
second
kick me
half
off
of the
now.
show is going to be like
Feed,
funny.
feeding me your worm. And
I don't even know how this is going to work on. You guys think I should just download the two halves, edit
It's like
them
a horror movie.
together,
You can sneak up on that person.
edit
Rick,
them
be
together, and then re-upload it?
Cool. Part 1, part
Could.
2. Just put it part 1 and part 2. Can you?
I'll just do that then. All
You know
right.
what? You know what I did? What didn't dawn on me until we saw the packaging for that Vader and Commander Apple figure. No more plastic free.
Yeah, that was pretty good to see, actually. So glad you.
I think those were the first.
Hey Rick, can you walk by the Kim's Convenience store?
Yeah, it's right over there.
Isn't that Toronto?
Like every second store here is a Kim's Convenience Store, Vern.
But can you get
I'm
on
in
one
Canada.
of those electric scooters and ride over there really quick?
I'm at the Kim's Convenience Mall.
I was thinking of that too. What is that? A police car?
That is what? Yeah, it's a police car.
No, that's a fire engine.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was like the mail. It looks like the mail truck.
Looks like a mail truck.
Yeah.
Like
It says
one of the famous
RCMP right
logos
there.
on the planet.
I'm not. These
Royal
graphics
You know
are
who
just
owns
weird.
this logo?
Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Do you know
Where's
who
Dudley
owns
Do Right?
the licensing rights to the RCMP?
Can you find the guy that drives that car and ask him if his
I'm
name
I'm
is
gonna ask one more
Dudley?
time. Do you know
Can you
who
go?
owns
Can you go
the
walk
rights
right up to him and
to
say,
the RCMP?
"Is your name Dudley?"
Disney owns it. Disney owns this logo.
No, that's the King of England's crown.
Nope.
Yes,
Disney.
it is. No, that's the King of England's crown.
These are all trademarked by the Walt Disney
Wait,
Corp. Isn't
wait.
that crazy?
Absolutely
Hold
not.
on. So he plays polo, that guy?
Yep. King
No,
of
our
England.
cops ride horses.
What does he need the car for then?
What does RCMP stand for?
Royal Canadian
Canadian
Mounted
Mounted
Police. As
There
in,
you go.
As
They're,
in
they're
really?
mounted on horses, not
I-
like ladies.
as in
Is
the
that him?
King of, as in the
Ask him.
King of,
Ask him if
as
his
in
name
the,
is Dudley.
as in the King of England.
Walk right up to him and say, "Sir, is your name Dudley?" Oh, this is what Rick was doing all morning. He had his chalk and he was writing all this stuff out.
No, this is not chalk.
Where's your
People-
hopscotch
Some
thing?
people think it's okay to spray paint shit on our ground here because they don't
Where
get
were you
enough,
playing
they
hopscotch
don't get
earlier?
enough free expenses in their days. It's kind of a shame, actually. I saw that last year too over at the big park. Spray painting everywhere, all over the park, like indigenous this and that. It's like, come on, man, that's spray paint. That doesn't wash off.
All right.
Did you know that these LJN, Indiana Jones had this feature?
Can an arm bend like that?
No.
I'm thinking to myself, like, I can't do that.
Oh, so I made an upgrade to my Condor figure. I did not like the fact that he had his pistol on his leg, so I put a belt on and gave him basically a cross-draw holster.
Now that figure's not worth anything. You just
I didn't paint it.
oh, that's okay. Rick, I dare you to walk up to somebody and say, "Would you like my autograph?"
I already turned 2 people down today. All right, let's see what happens.
Is this your place?
No, I'm
Oh,
going
no, it's
to
another
other
bit.
people's places.
You see this country, this country that Rick's in. We basically own it.
Who's this we?
The King of England.
This is super exciting, by the way.
Is that are you talking about
See?
Okay. Can you imagine?
it's like an MTV special.
This is definitely his.
You have the key to someone else's place? No, this is.
Yes.
This is his place.
He's the only person that would have this on his wall. Some awesome Star Wars art.
Room tour.
Yep.
Chopper.
Chopper.
You are a fan of Rebels.
Hey, is that a fleshlight you have on your table?
It's a microphone.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway. Is there wrestling on right now?
Wrestling.
Rum, is there some big wrestling thing?
I don't know. Is there?
Apparently you're missing it.
I'm missing out.
A wrestling
Okay,
event in
so
London?
here it is. The chat has an opportunity to ask Rick one question that he will absolutely have to answer. It'll be the first question that pops into the chat.
Okay, can I write? Do you have a?
Oh, he just ditched out because he was like, "I'm not answering any questions."
Does he have a fleshlight in the shape of Hammerhead?
Write it in the chat. Write it in the chat.
Right.
See if he pops back in.
You know how long it's going to take me to type that?
Hey, does everyone want to play this game? So, pose a question to anyone except me, and they'll be required to answer it. Dino's actually writing it. What is the strangest Star Wars thing that you have in your collection?
Me?
Anybody. And don't say Mr. Bubbles or whoever that guy is, Salacious. That's not Star Wars.
I'm trying to think what the strangest thing I have.
Not everybody.
Well, it depends what you mean by strange, then.
I'll show you the strangest thing that I have in my collection. If I can find it here. It's
Yeah, I don't think I have anything strange.
One man's strange is another man's beauty.
I think if anybody would have, you have bootlegs and stuff.
one of the weirdest things ever is this dude right here.
Star Wars, not strange.
Yeah.
Pilf Mok Mok. Pilf Mok Mok. It's beautiful. I've got Yana Del Gargan.
The Gargan.
Yana Del Gargan.
I have this. This was in the Dune Seas.
6 boobies.
I have a Star Wars box of tissues.
The strangest thing I think I saw was Star Wars branded grapes in the grocery store.
I had I actually had a R2D2 birthday candle. And I thought, why would you want to start a birthday candle looking like R2D2? Because once you light it, it's going to melt away.
I have cake pans and baking stuff of Star Wars.
Do you have one of those like waffle makers that makes like the Yoda thing?
I don't have a waffle maker, but I have all the original vintage cake pans. I have Boba Fett, C-3PO, Darth Vader, and R2D2.
And do you use them?
I have, yeah. I have.
It's just weird. Like to me, it's just weird. Like the stuff that they put Star Wars on.
I have the lightsaber chopsticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember those spoons that came out in the cereal
still have 'em.
boxes?
I still
Yeah,
have. It's a
you turn 'em
lightsaber,
on,
right?
And yeah, they would glow red or green or blue.
Hold on a second.
So
I
you're
thought
gonna
you were
go
gonna-
get it.
Just kidding.
I thought you were going to mention the sporks
Hello.
from Galaxy's Edge. I have a couple of those. Those are actually cool.
The sporks? I
Yeah.
have one. Did you pay for yours?
After.
Yeah. My brother sent me one from Florida. I have it somewhere.
Comes in a little cool little pouch too.
I have a bunch of pins that are in the style of like Star Wars, and some patches I have.
Death Star wall, full makeup, and cheese board. I have a 1-to-1 scale Regal Robot Salacious Crumb in my garage.
It is pretty bizarre, man.
It's amazing.
Here's a
Oh,
also from Regal Robot.
yeah.
G-Force has got mine of that as well.
I love that. That's
That's
awesome.
actually cool.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
I'd say that's pretty strange.
I've got one of them.
Awesome.
At G-Force's house.
I'll show you something strange that I have.
Other Regal Robot thing. Pencil holder.
Oh, I like that. Pin holder.
Oh, that's sexy.
That's homemade. It's worthless now.
It is.
I've got Care Woks.
What's up, Mala? Is that supposed to be
Woks.
Mala?
Yeah.
Ghostbuster Woks. Justice League Woks. Loads of Ewoks. Justice League.
And the EMP is fixing the little boy. Fortune and glory.
Different
All right,
I
guys.
have
I think
I have
that's
like a bunch of toys everywhere now. This is
that's
what
gonna be-
happens when I
that's
do a
gonna be-
live stream.
Eric, you haven't been here in a while. Do you have anything you want to say to everybody?
I'm reorganizing some of my collection and finally mounting the pile of lightsabers that have been sitting in the corner of my basement. So might be posting some pictures about that soon, and might be able to see a little bit of this if I disconnect.
Do you ever think about doing like videos and stuff like that?
Yeah, at some point. I just don't have. Maybe I guess I have time right now in between the jobs, but I just built that thing and displaying my helmets a bit differently, and I got another Nilsbo shelf from IKEA so that I can scale my action figure collection a bit better in the future.
Cool. Salacious, you're still doing the Lego thing tomorrow?
I am building Lego. Tomorrow we are indoctrinating a new brick babe. Luna Girl will be building Lego for the first time. She will be undertaking our strict initiation process, which we will be doing live on air.
Thank
So
you,
you
sir.
do
May
that-
I have another?
You do that stream right when I do my Mega Block stream, right?
Well, we keep
What
hearing
time is
about this so-called Mega Block stream, but it never seems to appear. So
Materialize.
no. We'll keep
What
looking out for it. We keep looking every week. We go, I wonder if Vern and the Mega
What time
Blockers. Wonder if Vern and the Mega Blockers are on yet. Nope, not.
What time is that at?
It's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
7
3
o'clock out here.
3 p.m. UK time.
Has anybody built any Indiana Jones on that stream?
I
Like
believe
the
Ghost. The
Ghost.
Ghost has got a ton of it. I think.
anybody do
Here's
the
a
one
better
with Paul?
question. Do you know, have you ever bothered to tune in and watch?
I don't watch them all. Sometimes I usually sometimes I'm on the road and I'll put it on and listen, so I don't really hear. I mean, see.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm
What else you
gonna
got
start
going on,
watching it.
Salacious? Video-wise, you got anything else coming up?
The two pommies are on every Tuesday now at 8 p.m. We're aiming for it to be the crappiest show on YouTube. 1 hour of the worst entertainment you've ever had. So join us.
Okay.
Join us.
Hold on.
We have an unboxing over
let
there.
me mute Eric while you like.
Yeah, what's it? I'm curious to see what
Continue.
he's getting, what he's opening. Ooh, it looks like Star Wars.
Vintage
That's
collection.
Tuesdays at 8 in the UK. That's
Tues-
noon on the Pacific time,
That's correct.
3 o'clock on the West Coast.
Oh, he's got that.
Oh, no kidding.
I'm going to unmute you now,
Pulse.
Eric.
Just came from Pulse,
Oh,
Oh, nice.
very good.
Wow.
getting a bit of a
Oh.
reflection. I'll have to angle
So
it.
it doesn't come with the little wood pieces, the bridge?
New.
Oh, it's pictured.
Yeah, that's
False advertising.
you know what is different though? I think on the image it only showed the Anakin. I think they updated the packaging to show Yoda and Obi-Wan.
Oh, okay.
And I have the older Force Ghost Yoda and Obi-Wan already. I had to get this to get the Anakin.
So is Yoda a different size?
I don't know about different size. I'd have to like run over and dig them out
Yeah,
of the
because I have the Force
shelf.
Ghost.
But-
Yoda.
But I can say the robes, like the glittery aspect, looks a bit different than the original releases of the Yoda and Obi-Wan.
Cool.
That's
What
awesome.
do you got in your
Are
channel
you
this
gonna
week?
open that?
I got 2 of them, so I'm waiting to see when the other one comes in.
See which one looks better.
yeah.
So are you gonna take them off card also?
Don't the one that I open, yes, I will put that in a display. But so I'll take those off the card, but the other one I'll probably leave just like
They are
this.
carded, Brian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're it's kind of hard to see. They just stacked them in there. The Anakin face sculpt is a bit funky looking, but can kind of
Yeah. No, it's not too
Not
bad.
with all the
a
reflection.
bit-
That's too hard. You're going to have to post a picture.
Yeah. It's not too bad though. I think it looks pretty good. How much was that? Those were
1 second.
expensive, weren't they?
Yeah, I want to say
$300.
75 or something.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out this week. Want to say thanks to everybody in the chat. Dino used his time to talk about what was going on with his channel by asking a bunch of questions about those 3 carded figures.
I want to thank everybody for the support lately. For
Oh no, your time's over, dude.
So,
No, you had some news, right? You want to share some news?
yeah, so I noticed a few comments that were about Dandy and I getting back together. So Dan reached out to me. I text him every now and again. He texts me back and things like that. So he said anytime I do a live stream, he's more than happy to pop in with us. So he just needed a break. He had some personal things going through, just like all of us, and YouTube is not the easiest thing to do. When it comes to when other things are going on. So we'll be doing something soon, hopefully. And yeah, so, and also I am lightly monetized, they call it. So I'm almost fully monetized. I have, I think, 250 watch hours to go. I'm like there. It's like, it's not moving. It goes up and down a little bit, but it's like stuck there, which is fine. I'm having fun doing it. So it's not even about that.
But that means, like, if you're interested, you can go join Dino's channel and become a channel member, or you can go give him super thanks or whatever.
Yeah.
If you want to help support his channel or whatever. That's really what that means, right?
Yeah, basically. But what I like about it is as soon as I get the watch hours, it's immediate. I don't have to sign up for anything. It's automatically rolled in. So that's what I was more excited about, you know.
GeForce wants to know when Points of Articulation is going to come back. I have the same question.
As soon as I get back to the gym again.
When Dino bailed on that show, he was supposed to be up next and then decided to never broadcast another episode. So
yeah. No,
but anyways,
I think I hosted how many shows in a row? And then
yeah,
Vern's
but
like, nah, you
Eric,
host
I
it
really
next week.
appreciate you coming and hanging out with us for Saturday. Dino, thanks for coming and hanging out and talking about how you're going to get the Jurassic Park no matter what, because you have $250 you want to throw at Mattel.
$285.
And Salacious, I really appreciate you hanging out with us. and showing off your, what's that dude called again?
Mr. Blobby, Blobby, Blobby.
Yeah, Mr. Blobby. Too bad we didn't get to
Blob.
hear his song. And as always, everybody, I think I want to say thanks to everybody who joined us in the chat, chatting along, talking, stuff like that. There were some there weren't that many conversations on their own out there, which kind of surprised me, but there were quite a few comments that I didn't put up on the screen just because Salacious has told me that he wants me to censor my comments a little bit more when he comes on. So that's what I did. I'm just kidding. Is that what we're going to do? We're all going to move our cameras?
How do you get your legs above your head?
See how talented, look how talented I am.
Look how bending like
Look
that.
how talented
Yeah.
I am. Look, I'm so flexible. Look, this is why I'm
Yeah.
such a
That's
good lover.
amazing. That's
This
amazing.
is why I'm such a good lover. I can do it around corners.
Yeah.
This is like
I think
that
it was the break in the
Kilroy.
stream that kind of
Alright.
threw everybody off.
All right. Okay, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Hey, wait,
See-
I want to play.
Eric, you're not doing it.